And welcome to THS TV, Thompson High School's source for news, entertainment, weather, and sports. I'm Alexis Lundy.
And I'm Michaela Williams. We're streaming on THSlive.com. And now to today's top story. The race for the Republican nomination is getting tight as new polls show that Ben Carson is edging out Donald Trump as the favorite candidate for the GOP. The poll, which was run by the New York Times, shows Carson leads at 26%. Trump is close behind with 22%. When asked about the new leader in the poll, Trump complimented Carson, but then stated he would challenge the former neurosurgeon in the next debate. The next Republican debate will air at 7 p.m. on CNBC tomorrow night. For more updates on the 2016 elections, keep tuning in to THS TV.
The new high school is stirring up more than just fun speculation of design and size. Residents of Kentwood expressed their concerns over airborne dirt from the construction. ACS board members have said that they will take steps to minimize dust in the area around the district's new project. This includes regularly getting water trucks to spray the land to minimize the dust. Some of the Kentwood residents were also worried about rezoning process and noise that has been coming from the construction machines. The board is continuing to work with members of the community to ensure that the construction causes as few inconveniences as possible. For more updates on the new high school, keep tuning in to THS TV.
Although it may seem early, plans to get the community into the holiday spirit are underway. The Alabaster Christmas Market will be moving locations this year from Alabaster's First United Methodist Church to the council chambers located in City Hall. The event will have around 25 to 30 vendors and will also feature a silent auction. Along with the Christmas-themed goods, money raised from the silent auction as well as the confectionery table will benefit the Sower of Seeds summer lunch program. Now let's take a look at what's going around our school in today's announcements.
Permission slips are now being accepted for the upcoming college visits to the University of Alabama, Auburn, University of South Alabama, University of Mobile, and Troy University. Please return completed forms to Ms. Vickers along with your $10 per trip fee. There will be a wrestling meeting in the THS cafeteria today at 6 o'clock p.m. Senior ads for the yearbook are due by this Friday. They will be sold on a first-come, first-served basis. See Ms. Sanford in room 219 if you have any questions. Thompson High School's PTO is hosting its inaugural Zombie Run and Goblin Bash this Friday at Larry Simmons Stadium beginning at 6 p.m. Runners can register online at www.active.com or pick up a registration form in the office. Seniors, Balfour will be here next Monday during 7th period in the auditorium. Please plan to attend this important presentation where you will receive information about cap and gown orders and graduation announcement and merchandise to commemorate your senior year. Tomorrow's theme for Red Ribbon Week is Let's Team Up Against Drugs. Please support the cause by wearing your favorite team t-shirt. That's all for today's announcements. Tune in to THS TV every day for your needs to know from around our school.
I think it's crazy how much the new high school is causing drama with what's the name going to be, and also now with this dust problem.
Yeah. I think it's something to think about. They're digging up dirt all the time, and especially if there's wind or if it rains, it's going everywhere.
Yeah, and speaking of high school, I'll tell you more about high school sports from last week in sports.
All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get it up. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there. Up, down, 'cause all I do is win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make 'em say that.
We Week 9, the last week of area play, was full of excitement. Our football team traveled to Herdmont Park to take on the Oak Mountain Eagles. Unfortunately, the Eagles came back from a 31-7 deficit and beat the Warriors 41-37. A new coach for the men's USA basketball team has been named. We reported last month that Coach Mike Krzyzewski stepped down from the position as head coach of USA's basketball team after the 2016 Olympics. San Antonio Spurs coach Greg Popovich has been announced as his replacement. Popovich has led his team to a 5 NBA championship and was named as his successor last Friday. Krzyzewski guided the U.S. team to 2 consecutive Olympic championships, 2 consecutive world titles, and a 7-1 record. For more on Team USA, keep tuning in to THS TV. Next week, one team will earn the title of the World Series Championship. For the first time in about 30 years, it all starts tonight when the New York Mets and Kansas Royals face off in Game 1 of the MLB World Series. The Royals haven't won the title since 1985, and the Mets' last championship was the following year. The Royals have the home field advantage at Kauffman Stadium, hosting Games 1 and 2, and Games 6 and 7 if needed. The two teams have never met in the World Series and have not played each other since the 2013 regular season, when the Royals won the best-of-3 series at Citi Field. Baseball players Brady Keys and Riley Reach have believed the Mets will come out on top.
Well, I think the Mets pitching staff is just going to be way too strong for the Royals hitters this whole series, especially first 3 games with DeGrom and Syndergaard and Harvey, all back-to-back-to-back. So it'll be about 4 or 5 game series. Mets will win it all.
Tune in to Fox tonight for Game 1 and keep tuning into THS TV for more updates. That's all for today's sports. Tune in on tomorrow for more sports headlines on THS TV's 5 on the 5s. Now back to Michaela with more news.
Earlier this month, we told you about a 10-year-old Logan Robbins who made a proposal to the Alabaster City Council, requesting a change in the firearms ordinance. He asked that the firing of BB guns in the city limits be allowed. Robbins believed half an acre was plenty of space for a BB gun to be fired safely, but the council disagreed. The Alabaster City Council decided they will not discuss changing the ordinance at the next work session. SGA President Brady Keys believes people should try to get involved in government anytime they can. For more updates on the Alabaster City Council, keep tuning in to THS TV.
So were y'all able to watch Dancing with the Stars last night?
Yeah, I did. Did you?
Sadly, I haven't seen it this whole season.
It was really good.
Yeah, it was really good. But that's okay, so I'll tell you more about it in today's entertainment.
of high of 60.
USA is bringing home bling from this past weekend's MTV European Music Awards. This event was created to highlight entertainers from across the pond, but several U.S. artists came home with awards of their own. The award for Best Video went to Macklemore and Ryan Lewis's Downtown. The title of Best Male and Female Singers went to Justin Bieber and Rihanna. And Taylor Swift won the biggest award of the night, Best Song, for her duet with Kendrick Lamar in Bad Blood. But the award for Best Band was awarded to a group that is actually based in Europe, pop boy band One Direction. For a full list of winners and videos from the show, you can visit mtv.com. Last week, we gave you a look at the prediction that the film Back to the Future 2 got right and wrong in the film. Today, we take a look at our own 2015 and the technology we have created that surpassed the hopes of the filmmakers.
Phone booths are found on every street in Hill Valley. We even see Marty McFly Jr. using one. Cell phones replaced phone booths and stationary corded phones in the early 1990s. They provide a quick and easy way to stay in contact with someone else. Today you can find cell phones in the hands of almost all students in our school.
Read my thoughts! Please, no, I cannot be fired. I'm fired. Ah!
Fax machines were a staple in all businesses and most homes starting in the late 1970s. The creators predicted that fax machines would continue to be useful in our society. Only a few years after the movie was released, the popularity of email began to rise and fax machines were soon put to the side. The JVC glasses that the McFly kids are wearing at the dinner table don't seem to be functional outside the family's home, as there doesn't seem to be anyone wearing them in public throughout the film. A Google Glass prototype debuted in May of 2014 and was available to the public. This prototype has HD video and photo capability, along with the ability to place phone calls and ask for information anywhere in the world. There also doesn't appear to be any internet, or at least not in the way we know it today. The internet became easily accessible to the average citizen in the late 1980s and early 1990s. High school seniors this year were not even born during this time period, so it's difficult to imagine a world without the internet.
There would be several pros and cons. I mean, it would be better in terms of, like, morality, but, like, technology has so many advancements, like, and has come so far and caused so many good things as well. So there would be definite pros and cons for the loss of the internet.
Kids would have a really hard time. People would have a hard time looking up information. Card catalogs used to be the main thing we would use to look in the library, but since those have been destroyed years ago, people wouldn't have a clue how to even find the book that they needed if we didn't have computer access and internet access. They'd be in trouble.
Real-time traffic reports are featured on an oversized digital display in the town square rather than on cell phones and tablets that we have today. The predictions that the creators of Back to the Future 2 may have had an impact on our society since the movie was released 30 years ago. Students around Thompson give their own take on what the world will look like in 30 years.
I think it'll be about the same, because I think people always want to say that the world will change so much, like, you know, because you'll watch, like, things like Back to the Future, and they'll be like, oh, there'll be hoverboards and holograms, and, you know, I think there will be new technologies that replace older things, and it will be different, but I don't think it will be, like, so different that people as a whole change.
I think that in the upcoming years, a lot of jobs will be replaced by technology. Like 3D printers will replace a lot of jobs that are present now. And apps also can replace jobs of like doctors and stuff.
Take a look at the world around you. How many things have changed since the late 1980s, the late 2000s? In 30 years, our world could be completely different. Time travel could even be made possible and make you say, I've got to get back to the future. Reporting for THS TV, I'm Sarah Jones.
Dancing with the Stars and Spooky Spirit celebrated Halloween night on last night's episode of Dancing with the Stars. The show was packed with spooky dances and scares throughout the night. Nick Carter and his partner Sharna kicked off the night with Frankenstein-themed dance that was, as Dr. Frankenstein would say, life-giving. To round up the partner dances, Alex Scarlatos and his partner Lindsay Arnold performed a Viennese waltz. To wrap up the night, the couple split up into 2 teams and performed team dances. Their first team was Team Nightmare. This team consisted of Andy Grammer, Hayes Greer, Tamar Braxton, and Nick Carter. The other team was Who You Gonna Call? This team consisted of Bindi Irwin, Carlos Pina Vega, Alexa Pina Vega, and Alex Scarlatos. The couples in jeopardy were Tamar and Val, Alexa and Mark, and Hayes and Emma. Hayes and Emma, unfortunately, were eliminated from the competition. Keep tuning into THS TV for more weekly updates on Dancing with the Stars. That's all for today's entertainment. Tune in tomorrow for more entertainment headlines on THS TV's 5 on the 5s. Let's keep with spooky theme as we toss to Noah with spooky series that will get you ready for this weekend's festivities.
Looking for ways to get in the spirit of Halloween? Today we count down the top movies to get you in the spirit of the season.
With Halloween coming up, many people are looking to get in the mood for the holiday. A favorite among many is horror movies. Here's a list of the top classic horror movies to help you get ready for the Halloween. To kick off our list, we have a classic franchise of movies. The Friday the 13th movies span over 2 decades, with the last one being in 2001. One of the oldest horror franchises, it features a boy brought back from the dead after drowning in a summer camp to take revenge on the campers. Ever wondered why you didn't wake up before you die in a dream? Our next pick explains exactly that. The Nightmare on Elm Street franchise was pioneered by late horror mastermind Wes Craven. These 2 franchises span just as long a time period as each other and includes a crossover monstrous proportions. 2003's Freddy vs. Jason is next on our list. Features 2 horror greats faced off at Camp Crystal Lake, Jason's home. Followed by another Wes Craven franchise, the Scream series, with the 4th installment 11 years after the 3rd movie was made. An MTV series made for die-hard fans, this series features a very tongue-in-cheek approach to the genre, with the villain sporting a Halloween costume during the franchise's history. For the final pick on the list, we have the Final Destination series. With 5 movies in this series, it is one of the most produced series of horror. The series features groups of teenagers running from the wrath of death himself. Tune in next week for more ways to get into the spirit of the season. For THS TV, I'm Noah Peavy.
Tune in on Friday for another installment of our spooky series. Now let's toss it to Brady with today's Tech Talk.
With Halloween around the corner, I've got your tech tips on how to spookify your smartphone. First on the list is the Life 360 app. This free app gives you the ability for parents to stay connected with their trick-or-treaters while on the go. This app allows parents to track their smartphone of their child, as well as set up a pre-approved route for their kids to follow. Next is the Zombie Booth 3D Zombifier. It's packed with wallpapers, ringtones, and trivia. Plus, it's almost like a virtual Halloween costume, allowing you to zombify your face. Lastly, a spin on the classic Fruit Ninja, Pumpkin Ninja, allows you to slash your way through evil falling pumpkins, all for 99 cents. That's all for today's Tech Talk. Tune in on Tuesday for more tech tips.
So Madeline, how do you think the Warriors are going to do this Thursday night?
I feel like we'll do really well as long as the Warriors just keep persevering and doing their hardest. I feel like I hope it'll be close to a win or a win.
It's their last game, so hopefully they'll give it their all.
And that's all for today's news.
Tune in on Friday for a preview of high school football games from around our area.
Have a great day.